I think I have to talk about Jeremy a little, by the way.
Probably should about the comings and goings, the various comings and goings of the league.
What? Oh. You've stopped hosting?
According to my calculations.
Yeah. Oh, do I need to pull up sound? Audio clips? Yeah. Figure out some like hot tamales or something. Freaking love my hot tamales.
I just picked my nose on camera.
Yeah, boy, good thing no one's watching.
Well, I hope no one's watching. Yep, there it is.
Fantastic. I don't know. What is it that you're doing, man? Man. Yeah, what a great movie. Excuse me.
Time I did this, thought I was blocking it, but it came up on a camera. It was real clear. Probably the most clear of all the things that have ever been clear in the history.
Of all the things?
Yeah, all the things of everything. At what point do we just like... No one's watching us on Twitch, so we just quit?
What do you mean?
No one watches.
Yeah, it does bullcrap. People watch.
Everyone hates it.
No, what's wrong with you?
That.
What is what? I don't know, man. I could try to actually go to the Twitch page.
I don't think it's doing... It's probably not doing that on the Twitch page. I mean, I hope it's not.
Let's find out. Oh, it's muted. I got an ad. I feel like we should get ad revenue. No one's in the chat. All right, when do we start podcasting then? 1 minute.
That's fine. If we don't get...
Oh.
Hey, Easy does it.
Hey, what up, Easy does it?
Good to see you again. Good to see you again. See, we took off the Madden. It doesn't say we're playing Madden anymore, but I don't really know what you were talking about when you were saying that we should put it into, like, discussion or something. I don't know. The only options I have here are, like, what are you playing? And if you're not playing anything, you can't put anything.
Maybe it's because we're not actually, like, paying to be part of Twitch. Like, we're not a paid member. Maybe that's why.
Yeah, could be.
Yeah, I don't know.
Damn. Oh.
I'm no dog.
Gaming talk shows.
I keep telling him to deactivate it from his Xbox so I can play Madden on my PlayStation through Twitch. Scott and I just had an exhilarating game of Madden. I was down like 2 or 3 touchdowns and I came back and he ended up winning on a last second field goal, but damn, it was a good one. It's empty, Danielle. And it's Bill. This is Bill. Bill likes me. Yeah.
And see if it. Twitch page on.
You could ask. Hey guys, how's our audio?
Is it all right?
If we play it, since we're also trying to record, I guess it F's everything up if we actually have the audio
Yeah.
out loud. These were tangled to hell, man.
I don't use them because they suck. I just have
put them
them.
in my ear. I have a thing with putting
I just said I didn't use them. 'Cause
ever.
they suck.
You've never used them. They have never been in. Oh, yes, it is grand. What is
Oh.
grand? Our
I'm
sound is
assuming the
grand?
sound is grand.
Oh, neat. So I don't have to put it on your fungus headphones.
First of all, my ear cleanliness is beyond anything that you could even imagine cleanliness to be.
You have kids. That's false. You could be sleeping in. There could be a damn crayon in your ear, and you don't know. You could just be napping. Logan just puts a crayon in your ear. Maybe.
I'm gonna try to switch this up. Switch the Twitch.
What are you doing? Turning the console off.
Is he crazy?
I guess this way we can't
What is he,
watch
crazy?
ourselves. Is that weird? Is that what you're getting at?
No.
Uh,
He's turning the console off. What is he crazy?
That's not very nice, Jesse.
Switching
Bill's
gears.
stretching out.
I'm switching to the PlayStation.
Stretch it, Bill.
See if it looks any or
Bill, not the science guy.
Bill Nat the Science Cat.
How long have you had that one under your
I
belt?
just thought of it.
Oh.
Pretty sharp.
See, Danielle, if your cats were this tame, it'd be okay.
What are her cats? Psycho or what?
Yes! One of her cats, I know, like, no joke, hisses every time I see him. She's had that cat for like 10 years.
You can't fault its instincts. You definitely
Bill has
can't
no
fault
problem.
its instincts.
I'm putting my finger on something that's like a flap.
Like a knot.
Yeah, no, like it's right here. Yeah, it's like a skin flap.
Sure, he's fine.
You all right, Bill? You mind me fingering your skin flap?
I know your wife sure minds. Ayo.
Oh, this is gonna be a good podcast.
What's up?
Oh my
What's
God,
up?
man! Come on.
Results.
Was there a power outage?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There was.
Looks like I'm going back to the Twitch page. I have no idea if people are talking.
Don't do it. We don't want to hear it.
Why
Probably
not?
talking bad.
Say mean things. I guess you can do it on Madden since it's about football. That's what Easy Does It said. And then Indie Hawk says, he just knows how terrible you are. Welcome to the chat. Oh, Danielle didn't say welcome to the chat room. It was Twitch saying welcome to the chat room.
And then Twitch said,
well, it look. I mean, it just, look at that. It ran together. Ah, you're a real dill hole, you know that?
I'm just smarter than you. Don't get so mad. It's not my fault. Hey, we made it.
Yeah, we're back.
It's less glitchy. How about that? Oh, I know why. Because I have my PS4 hardwired into the router, and it's not on wireless. I mean, that makes sense to me.
We ready to do this?
I mean, it makes sense to me.
Stop.
I don't know. It makes sense to me, though.
Yeah.
So, okay. I'm ready. I've been ready this whole time. Okay, so I'm going to start recording, and then I'm going to play the song, and then you'll know when to come in. And I'll point to you when you should start the song on your end.
Okay.
We all good?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, wait. Okay, now we're good.
Are we?
Yes.
Say something.
Something.
We're not good.
Why not?
I don't know. You're not coming through.
No audio? Can people hear me? Lightning Rush, 54-54. Man, it's that time of the week again. Let's go.
Let's go.
What up, dog?
No, it's just that. Okay, like, say something.
Say something. More. Bill the Cat. Finger flaps. I don't know what else to say. Lightning Rush, be thinking of your fantasy questions, buddy. Wait, I'll let cameras there. Finger guns. Bill's gonna put his bull and butthole on my hand. The cat.
Yeah. You're not coming through barely at all in the actual podcast in the Audacity.
You jack my levs, dog?
But your levs are jacked, dog.
Maybe it's the way I have the... Any better?
Oh, no.
No? Yeah? Better?
Mm-mm.
Damn it. Mark Ingram was the right choice after all. Sadly, yes, my brother had Mark Ingram and burned me. I lost by like 4 points. It sucked. I keep sniffling so much, I feel like Donald Trump.
Wait. Now I feel like Donald Trump. No.
Wrong.
You know, whatever. I'm not going to get political. It was an observation.
Bill's going to town on his dick right now.
That's not even his dick.
No, he was down there.
Well, if you could do it, I'm sure you would as well.
Lev still down.
No, I think we're good.
Hey, let's do this.
But don't fault him for things that are your fault.
What? What?
You ready?
I was born ready.
Are you going to play it when I point at you? Because you're not even looking at me.
Yeah.
Welcome to Pro Football Juice with your hosts, Nick and Jesse. Juice Nation, what up? What up, juicers?
Hey guys,
Hey, we made it. We're back.
how's Juice Nation doing?
How is Juice Nation doing? That's a great question.
We'll pause for a second. All right, thanks, Juice Nation.
I'll take that as an astounding yes. We're doing great, fantastically.
Hey Jesse, how are you, buddy?
I'm doing all right. How are you doing?
I'm all right.
Great. Now that we've established all of that, then how are you doing?
I'm good. Hey, how are our Twitch listeners and viewers
Yeah, how you doing out there in Twitchums?
Lightning rush,
Twitchland?
beep, bop, beep.
I'm assuming that is a reference to our theme song.
Oh, yeah.
It's catchy.
Ba, 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 ba.
Yeah, it goes even further when we go in the outro. So, welcome to everyone that's listening later on. Welcome to everyone that's live on the Twitchers. It's hard to tell. I can't really tell who's all in because we don't have the page up. Do you have the page up?
Nope.
Well then, I know there's at least 3. I mean, 300 sponsors, right? You were all there.
We had more football this weekend and more injuries.
Wait, there was football this
There
weekend?
was some football this weekend.
Hmm.
I happen to be noticing you're wearing your Vikings jersey.
Oh, this whole thing?
Yeah, that old thing.
I got this actually in Minneapolis.
Oh, come on,
Uh-oh.
Lightning Rush.
Lightning Rush says he's on, or they, I guess I don't know if, they are on the Wentz wagon, which displeases my friend over here, Nick. His name is Nick. I'm Jesse. And that displeases him because of his jerseys that he's wearing. Wait a second. Do you have a Romo and a Witten?
Oh, yeah.
I guess I haven't really noticed that.
I've got a Romo, Witten, Sean Lee, DeMarcus Ware. I bought the DeMarcus Ware jersey the same year he left and went to Denver.
I have a Warren Moon, a 2 Adrian Petersons. One's white, one's not, and the white one I can't wear because it's too small on me. I have a Sidney Rice.
Whoa.
Yeah, I have a Percy Harvin.
How's that make you feel?
What?
Brian hates Percy Harvin.
I don't mind him.
Hated him.
I don't wish former Vikings any ill will, and I think he kind of does.
Yeah, I think so too.
But then a lot of times it's not hit. Yeah, whatever. But and I also have a Diggs that I wore last week and this Greenway that I have now.
I notice your Diggs one is behind you.
It is behind me, and I can't I can't fit it on the screen. That's the only
That's a
reason.
shame.
You can see it. You can see it over this.
Excuse me. Sorry, guys. That
Jeez
sneeze
Louise,
was-
Gesundheit. So you can see it over this, right underneath my hat. You can see 2 stripes in grayness. That's it.
It's true. And those who are listening to us, you just got a vivid picture spoken to you.
Also, I'm looking super ripped today and really good looking today and and just like really good looking. You should see it.
He's currently shirtless and I see a 6-pack.
Holy crap! Is that what's that? Oh, what's that? Grating cheese? Am I grating cheese on those abs? Yeah, I am, but that's fine. I mean, I like cheese on my salads.
Maybe you guys should be watching us on Twitch too, and you can see it.
Whatever.
Anyway,
Hey,
Jesse, what do you drink, buddy?
Oh, I'm having a Arcadium Brewing anti-brittle bones juice.
Juice. Yeah, you better drink up on that. You don't want to get injured.
Oh yeah, a big 5K this weekend, ending on the 50-yard line of the Viking Stadium. So I do need my
Oh, neat.
anti-brittle bones juice. Maybe
So-
I'll give him some.
So do you think you'll? Do you think you'll?
They need it.
Is anybody supposed to be there from like the organization?
I would assume some people. I think there's going to be a veteran signing. Like some of the older members that are around or whatever, they might be there. Oh, maybe Bud Grant will be there. That'll be cool.
Yep.
I got my dad a Alan Page jersey for his birthday one year. Maybe he'll be there. I'm pretty sure. But I don't know. Other than that, it's just whatever. It's like whatever.
You opened a. Are you gonna run the whole thing, or you were talking about walking it with your dad?
No, my pride won't allow me to walk.
Attaboy.
Nothing against my dad. I'm just saying that I'm stubborn. He's a little bit more laid back. I'm the best of both worlds as far as my parents goes, and I'm fiery when it happens, and a little bit stubborn, and also laid back. It's weird.
Yeah. Lightning Rush 5454 said in the league with bonus points for 50-plus yard touchdowns. A touchdown has passed to Strokes single-handedly won me my game this past weekend. You mean Sproles?
Yeah, that must be it. They probably auto-corrected him.
Yeah.
Dang. Autocorrect.
I don't have anything against Carson Wentz. I don't really hate the Eagles this year. Obviously, I kind of do because they're the Eagles, but I hate the Giants this year.
And the Redskins.
Yeah, kind of. I don't know. I think it's mainly because it really does feel this season that it's just a continuation of last year. So I'm kind of just in that same mentality that Dallas isn't going anywhere, and I need to stop that mentality because we're 2-1.
Yeah, I tried to talk you off the ledge earlier today already.
I know.
You'll be happy to know that my Vikings are playing the Giants on Monday Night Football. So there you go. You're welcome.
Yeah. Don't get so cocky.
That's you're welcome. It's not cocky. It's confidence. I had confidence in them last game too, and nobody in America did. And well, you know what? We'll save that.
I'm curious what your defensive line will do against my offensive line.
That will be curious.
That's gonna be a fun game. And you said you don't want to watch it with me.
No, I don't want to watch it with you. Obviously.
Why not?
Because I've heard what you are like when you are watching the games, and I'm the same way, and I just don't think it would be good.
That could be bad. But Brian's going to want to do something. Todd's probably going to want to do something.
Oh, I also don't like watching it in bars. I don't
either. Because there are things that I do during the game that they're kind of like ritual.
Why don't you just why don't Brian and Todd can watch it somewhere?
Yeah, there we go.
And then I can just.
I gotta watch it with Tony.
Yeah, Tony.
Who's Tony?
No, I'm not.
Don't you want to know who Tony is?
I already know who it is. So why do I need to ask?
Don't you want to know who Tony is? Jesse?
I already know. So what's that?
Jesse, don't you want to know?
Tony. Oh, I know who that is. Yeah, so I don't really need to know about it. It's fine.
Don't you want to ask about him?
Why would I do that? I already know. Who's Tony?
Oh, Jesse, I'm glad you asked.
Who's Tony, Nick? I need to know all of this information.
Tony happens to be a very small friend of mine. His name is Tony.
Is it your... Oh.
His name is Tony Nomo. Tony Nomo is a garden gnome that I got as a wedding gift. Tony Nomo and I have traveled half the country together.
Fantastic.
We've traveled 5 states together. We watch the games together. We fist bump. We celebrate. We laugh. We drink. We cry.
Sounds very disturbing.
Everyone. Indy Hawk. Danielle just said no one wants to know Tony Nomo. Everyone wants to know Tony Nomo.
You know what? I have a Vikings gnome. He's a very small one. He fits underneath my monitor at work.
Oh, okay.
I don't have a name for him though.
I have a name for mine.
Because I'm not crazy as all heck.
Nice, stop.
Crazy as all get out.
Crazy as all get out. All right, we have some football.
Come on down.
Hey, Brazazzo.
Come on. That was Brandon McManus.
Yep.
And he I thought maybe we were gonna get him to come on here this time, but he didn't come on. So whatever. He's sitting on the stairs. With his tiny piano.
I guess it's that time of the week.
No. Are we gonna? Do you want to do that now?
Sure, I don't care. He's here.
Well, yeah, I suppose he's giving me the let's get this going symbol. Right. I mean, what Brandon wants, Brandon gets. I got.
Yep. Come on down, Brian. Ooh, Brandon. He's gonna kick my jerk.
He's gonna kick your jerking right.
It's the Brandon McManus Man of the Hour with me, Brandon McManus.
Ahoy!
Yeah. Thanks, Brandon.
Thanks, Brandon. And there he goes. He's leaving on his in his helicopter. Oh, there he goes on his horse.
That was pretty good. Oh wow, that was good, man.
Whoa. Good Lord. Stop watching Bud Light commercials.
Turn my audio off.
Yeah, noticed it. I don't know if you picked that up, but it was very rude, and he apologizes.
I do. I apologize. I'm just trying to find
Your Brandon McManus
some
Man of the
stats. No, I know who my man of the hour is.
I want you to go first because you mentioned one of the two that are on my list that are possibles. So.
Oh man, we're gonna say the same thing.
No, because I have two on my list. If you say one, I'm going to say the other.
All right, so my
I'm sure that didn't pick up, so I think we're fine.
Anyway,
Oh God, Indie Hawk, no.
my Brandon McManus man of the hour.
No.
My Brandon, is Terrell Pryor.
Oh, that's a good one.
I wanted someone who actually like helped the team win
Because he didn't win.
because they didn't win, but but
Yeah.
but
And that's a big old butt.
between him and another person that I don't want to say in case he's on your list.
He is.
But he caught 8 of 14 targets for 144 yards. He he carried the ball 4 times for 21 yards, and then he completed 3 of 5 passes for 35 yards. So like he did everything for them, and like
It was wild. That game was just wild.
I know Cody Kessler looked okay. Like the Browns looked pretty good. Their defense stepped up. It was the best their defense looked all season.
But if they couldn't get themselves past the Dolphins, then they're not getting themselves past anybody.
It's true.
That's just it.
I think it's determined that it's gonna. I think the Browns are gonna be the worst team in the league.
I don't. You know what? I think it's just like, who are they gonna beat? Because I feel like they're just gonna break out and beat somebody, but who's it gonna be? I wish I had their schedule in front of me so that I could look at it and just pick one. If only I had some sort of computational device that was connected to some sort of interconnected web of informational pages.
I don't see that happening.
Electronically.
They could beat the Jets October 30th.
If only I had some sort of device.
They won't beat the Cowboys November 6th. That won't happen.
Computations.
Jeez, man.
Okay, so I have it in front of me. Magically.
Delicious.
So it grown. So oh man, the Patriots have to play them. That sucks. That's an easy game for them. They could beat the Titans.
Well, that's not a huge upset.
No,
though.
I'm not saying it's going to be an upset. I'm just saying where are they going to get their first win? They could beat the Jets if the Jets play like the Jets that they just were.
Oh my God,
was
no kidding.
horrible. They could beat the Ravens because I still don't believe in the Ravens, and they could beat the Chargers. So that's my predictions. That's a lot of them. Yeah. So anyway, my Brandon McManus is Marvin Jones.
It's a good.
6
good
receptions, 205 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Every single time they threw him the ball, it looked like the Packers forgot that he was even on the field.
Yeah.
That's why I was a little bit hesitant to pick him. Also, because honorable mention goes to Marcus Peters.
Yeah. That's actually that's a good one.
Yeah, the thing is, I feel bad because we've picked like nothing but offensive players.
Yeah.
And that was another. You know what? No,
But that was a whole just Chiefs defense. And
Yeah, exactly.
And you've picked the Vikings defense before.
No.
I thought.
no, I wanted to last weekend.
You picked Diggs and
And Bradford.
Bradford.
But I was going to pick them. I was thinking about picking them for this week too, but I didn't. We'll get into that. But he had 2 interceptions. He got the AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and I just right when I read this stat, I should have gone Peters. I'm switching it. It's Peters. He already has 12 interceptions in 19 career games.
Yeah, he has more
crazy
interceptions
pants.
this season already than anybody else.
Yeah, he's crazy
He had
pants.
2 in Sunday's game.
Yeah, so
and he
sad.
had, I think, 1 or 2 before that. I think,
I don't
before
know.
that.
I don't know. He's monstrous. So I'm switching mine to Marcus Peters, and I'm giving the honorable mention to Marvin Jones. Just
Marvin
because
Jones did a great job.
He did a great job, but I also think that
A lot of it came in garbage
the
time.
secondary of Green Bay that just left him alone was
Yeah.
had a lot to do with it.
But
Also, kudos to Casey's
there
defense.
was a lot of garbage time because it was like, what, 28-3 at halftime?
Yeah, it was weird. And they also lost that game.
Yeah.
So you want to get into the games?
Yes.
Week 4. Week 3. Games with the games in the week.
Are we offline?
I don't think so.
All right.
Not according to my calculations.
Calculations? All right, let's do this.
All right. Well, now I'm all paranoid.
I'm checking. Don't worry about it.
I'm all paranoid. You're all paranoid. Oh golly. Make sure you're muted. But anyway, podcast
good.
listeners, let's get into these games. Let's
Yeah.
start with our Thursday night football game. The Houston Texans got their faces kicked in by a Patriots team with a rookie quarterback, 27-0. What the F, Houston? You idiots!
Yeah, I had bet Nick, who's in our
Plastic pants.
I had bet him. I was like, no way Patriots win tonight. He said, are you kidding me? Of course they're gonna win. And we bet a drink on it, dude. It was like halftime and the game was over.
Yeah.
I don't get it. Patriots. The Houston's supposed to have this great defense. Where was it?
So,
Blunt killed it again, which meant Danielle murdering me in fantasy this week.
Brissett and Edelman had close to 200 yards of the total 280 yards of the Pats had.
That's ridiculous.
And that's not a lot of yards.
No. I don't know yeah.
That's not a lot of yards. They still scored 27 points. Ahoy. So, I guess our prediction from last week is that if they won with a rookie quarterback, then they're going to win the Super Bowl.
I do think that they are the best team in the AFC.
I picked them to go to the AFC, and you picked Pittsburgh.
Yeah, and then I saw Pittsburgh get curb stomped by Philly.
Yeah, they definitely got curb stomped.
And had a tough game against Cincinnati last week. I don't think Pittsburgh's ready. But also, they gave Le'Veon back this week, so we don't know.
They do. So we don't know what they're about yet. Skipping it forward to the Cardinals, the dismantled Cardinals getting beat by the Buffalo Bills 33-18, thus taking me and my neighbors out of a suicide league. Because the Cardinals suck now.
Yeah, Carson Palmer apparently sucks now.
Yeah, he has not been very good for the last 6-7 games actually.
Yeah.
If you go back to last year.
The Bills made the Cardinals look like the Rams week 1.
I don't get, but still, why did they score 33 points on their defense? That's what I don't get. Their defense is supposed to be, good, like they were last year. They killed it last year. The Cardinals are the first, are turning out to be anyway. It's week 3 or week 4 now. They're turning out to be the surprise, the team that's flip flop from last year.
But it's got to be the only team, though, because I see no change with any other team.
You know who called that? You called that.
Oh, yeah?
And the pre-Juicies, the pre-Jacks, you said we picked a team that wasn't going to do as good as they did last year, and you picked the Arizona Cardinals.
Oh, neat. I was right about something.
Well, so far. I picked the Seahawks.
I think you're kind of on to something so far.
Maybe.
They played the Niners, but then they got beat by the Rams.
I still think that I am onto something as well. But the Rams are a divisional thing, but whatever. So, Sammy Watkins still isn't really even doing anything, but Tyrod Taylor's been ripping it apart. LaShawn McCoy is still playing well. David Johnson, God bless his soul, is still doing what David Johnson does.
He and Larry Fitzgerald are the best pieces of that offense.
Oh yeah, I mean, you could have said that though last year, especially towards the end of the year. That's just the way it is. Some things will never change. That's just the way it is. Oh yeah.
Yeah, Danielle said Edelman didn't do blank in fantasy. Blunt though, they have been running heavy. Yeah.
Which I mean that makes sense given what they have going on as far as the quarterback situation.
I gotta tell you though, I'm excited to see what Brady's gonna play like.
Yeah, me too.
Because last year he played angry and did well.
We already covered this a little bit, but it's like year two of him having a chip on his shoulder because of Deflategate.
Man, if there's not a scandal or anything in the offseason this year, he might just be mediocre next year.
Maybe he'll just retire.
Maybe.
He's like, I don't know how to play. I don't know how to play if nothing happens. Maybe he should go beat a child or something. No, I don't want him to, but maybe he should.
What if he goes to if the Patriots go to the Super Bowl and he wins another Super Bowl? Do you think he retires? Like after that, why would you? Well, he probably want to play another full season.
You know, Peyton Manning you could see go downhill. All right, but I have not seen that.
I know Brady seems to be ageless.
He does. He really does. He seems.
But
he's like a Brett Favre. He's gonna like start to go gray, and he's gonna have a full head of gray hair, and then they'll be like, oh yeah, now he should retire because he's gonna get like just brutally murdered one season, like Favre did, and have to and like basically be forced to leave, kicking and screaming.
Well, Brady
kicking and screaming. Sorry. Go ahead.
I don't remember what I was originally gonna say.
Something about Brady.
Yeah, I don't remember.
If something about Brady.
Thanks, Jesse.
You're welcome. I was trying to save you from embarrassment. I'm starting another beers.
Oh, what are you drinking?
I'm drinking a longboard lager from Kona Brewing. What's it say? Waikiki Beach in Honolulu is the birthplace of longboard surfing. Kona Brewing pays tribute to this iconic place with our own Longboard Island lager. It's a brewing company out of Hawaii.
Ooh.
Yep. Liquid Aloha is what the bottle says, and there's a little etching of Hawaii on it. It's kind of neat.
Jesse did something that I can't explain over the podcast. You would have just had to.
It rhymes with reap, croat.
Peep smoke.
I basically put the.
Nope, it's fine. That's enough.
I mean, what I did was I inserted the.
Wait, what's the next game, Jesse?
All right, let's go on to the Oakland Raiders beating the Tennessee Titans 17 to 10 points.
I don't think the Titans are any better than last year.
No, but I feel like they put on a show like they are better.
Yeah,
because you look at like DeMarco Murray, right, and he's playing pretty dang well,
significantly better than he did last year.
Yeah, DeMarco Murray had 114 yards, and he's the first Tennessee rusher with 100 plus yards since what year? It's within.
Was it Chris Johnson's season?
I don't know. Just guess a year.
2011.
No.
8.
Closer.
10.
13.
What? That was Sean Green, right?
What? Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, Sean Green had 100 plus yards. Had to, right? I don't know. But anyway, that's not good because that was 3 years ago.
Oh, 3 years ago would have been Chris Johnson.
No.
And Sean Green.
Chris Johnson was gone for a while. And then this was his second season with Tennessee. Arizona.
Yeah, whatever. Anyway.
Whatever. Yeah, whatever is correct. I'm pretty sure they had Sean Green there when Chris Johnson wasn't there for...
Do you think the Titans regret Marcus Mariota?
I don't know. Because I don't think
he's getting any
jury's
better.
Still out.
I know,
almost.
but should it still be out? Like, I feel like we have seen what kind of quarterback Jameis Winston's going to be.
Yeah.
And he's going to throw the hell out of the ball. He might get you some wins, but he's going to turn it over a lot too.
Yeah. Yeah, but then you look at Blake Bortles, who this season has been kind of wavering, and like they're kind of like, oh, I don't know now, because they were praising his name before, but now they're kind of like, whoa.
Maybe that's just Jacksonville. Same thing happened to Blaine Gabbert.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, no, Blaine Gabbert was never good in Jacksonville.
No.
That's not because
Hey.
Blake Bortles.
Hey, you know what?
the
He's
thing
not
about
good for San Francisco now.
Yeah, you're right. And you know that, but you gotta think that something's wrong when you have weapons like he has. He has Hearns, he has Allen Robinson. Anybody in the league would want that tandem.
Julius Thomas.
Julius Thomas, yeah. I mean, the only thing that he doesn't have is a running game.
Which I think will change. Like,
Will change
with Chris Ivory getting with Chris Ivory healthy now.
Did you know that he was playing
Yeah, he played Sunday.
and hurt himself?
What?
Well, he didn't completely hurt himself, but he like only had 2.3 yards and like left because he hurt his ankle or something.
Why did we do that trade, Jesse?
Well, he's not questionable or anything, so he's probably fine.
Jeez.
I don't think he's questionable. I don't know. You're the one who did it. All right? Don't yell at
I
me.
wasn't in the right state of mind,
Well,
Jesse.
that's not really my fault, is it?
No.
Exactly.
100% mine. Next game.
I figured that you just changed your mind. So there. Oh, you know what, though? I still think that Derek Carr is pretty dang good, even though his stats weren't mind-blowing.
What do you think of... do you think the Raiders possibly have the best wide receiver duo in the NFL?
Oh, see,
with Crabtree and Amari Cooper?
I prepared for this because you asked me that
Because,
question.
I asked it about it Monday because I was trying to think of two
I
other
wonder-
wide receiver sets this season. And I'm talking this season.
Yeah. I have a list of 5.
5. Okay. Hit me.
ODBJ and Victor Cruz. They're making a comeback. I know you hate it.
But they're sprinkling in Sterling Shepard.
I know
in
they
there too
are,
much.
but I know they... Well, not too much. I mean,
like to make it more than a duo. Like that's more of
yeah,
a
but
wide
I mean, if
receiver
you
core.
combined
And
the two of them...
Odell Beckham Jr. hasn't done anything this season. He's had like
He just
what,
had
like
120...
What? Oh, it's.
He just had like 112 yards against the Redskins. Everyone was
Did he really?
Everyone was praising Josh Norman, but ODBJ actually won that matchup.
Okay, so you got the Giants.
Yep. And then I had Amari Cooper Crabtree. You can't overlook it. But then also, if you're going to talk about that, then Seth Roberts has been involved in it too. They've been throwing him in, same as they've been throwing Sterling Shepard in. Julio Jones and Mohamed Sanu is one.
Jones got shut down last week, like completely. He had 13 yards.
What did Sanu do?
I don't know. He got injured again. I didn't watch Monday's game.
Yeah, but he had. I feel like they must have had some points because they scored like 45 friggin' points.
Because Tevin Coleman and Devontae
And
Freeman had
that's
like
true. They went,
4 or 6
maybe they're the
touchdowns
best
between
wide
the two of
receiving
them.
core.
Devontae Freeman had like 2 touchdowns, 200 yards. Tevin Coleman had 2 touchdowns.
Demaryius Thomas, Emmanuel Sanders, still valid.
Yes, if they can get Demaryius Thomas more involved, they are. Like
They did
finally,
this last game. Yeah.
In
Brandon
week 2 he had
Marshall.
an injury.
Brandon Marshall, Eric Decker is my last one.
Yeah, I guess those are all good. Those are all good duos.
It's, to me, I still think it's probably a little bit too early to be saying a list like this because 1 week they'll use one person really heavily, the next week they've used the other person heavily, and we haven't really quite seen 2 that are like consistent throughout every game. And it's only been 3 games, so this was a really tough thing. I still like Robinson Hearns, but Bortles has been so crappy
Hearns
that
hasn't done anything
because Bortles has been crap.
Like I think I just finally cut him.
I cut it, but I picked him up and I'm stashing him because I have the luxury of stashing him because I don't, because I still think that if Bortles can get his head on straight, then he can have a good season. I do think that.
Next game.
Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee, Rick. Washington 29. Oh, this is your favorite game.
Yes!
New York Giants 27.
I was watching this game closely. I thought the Giants were going to. I thought the Giants were just going to blow out the Redskins. Like,
I don't think so.
the first half, the Redskins. Oh, sorry, the first quarter, the Redskins looked bad, and then the second quarter, they turned it around. They started to come back, and they like tied it up, or at least got within a few points in the at halftime.
I feel like I read this on the NFL .com site on an article, and I agree with it. That Jay Gruden seems like he's playing like he's going to be gone if he doesn't have a good season this year.
Because it really wouldn't surprise me if they let him go.
Tress Way, their punter, whose name is Tress Way, if you're hearing that correctly, had a fake punt bomb. He freaking bombed it. Did you see it?
No.
You didn't see that? Oh my god, it was weird. Like it was a 4th and 1, and Tress Way freaking threw a bomb to I don't remember who he threw it to, but they like completed it. It was a fake punt bomb by the punter.
Damn.
And then ODBJ obviously in this game both won and lost because he had 121 yards actually, so he actually won the matchup. But Norman shook him up so much just doing other crazy stuff that he went on a tirade on the sideline, got into a fight with a punting net and lost, and then started crying.
No, he cried before the field goal net.
Oh, so it was an angry cry punch to
So
the
it was
net?
an angry cry, and then it was like commercial, and then Eli Manning threw another interception, and then that's when he like started kicking the field goal net.
He started kicking a field goal net, not the one behind the field goal post, but like the one on the sideline that the kicker uses to warm up and stuff. And he hit it. It went back.
Oh, Jane, is that
Oh,
your brother Jeremy?
Brohams. Thanks for stopping in, Brohams. Have a nice evening.
Deuces. Just a mini deuces.
Thanks for the shout out. He likes the green white jersey because it's amazing. Hey, thanks for watching, buddy.
At least no one compliments me on wearing the jersey of the best all-purpose tight end. Not the best. Sorry, one of the best all-purpose tight ends to ever play the game.
I don't know why they would. So, also, I did want to give a shout out because I don't think I mentioned this last week. That's obscene.
Nope, it's fine.
That's obscene.
It's okay.
You're not supposed to. That's not. That should be blurred out.
No,
It won't be.
this
is for children.
Twitch Nation, does anybody have a problem with this?
Yeah.
No?
Anyway,
No? All right.
I wanted to give props to my brother because he actually beat me in fantasy football last weekend by like 9 points.
Did you get routed like I did?
I didn't get routed. No. Oh,
Someone
someone
beat me by like 90 points.
So one of the Lish, who is a listener, and I'm sorry I have to mention this, got friggin' trounced by 90 points.
Are you sure that wasn't me? You might think. Are you thinking our Yahoo league?
Oh yeah, that's a different league. But yeah, 90 points. This is the worst loss I've ever seen, and my heart goes out to you because that is insanity. That was crazy pants McGee. That was the craziest pants that I've ever seen McGee wear.
Yeah, I lost to Danielle last week. It was 164 to 76.
That's really bad.
Do you know why
That's also
she
like
had
90
164?
No, but I'm sure you're going to tell me.
I am. Drew Brees for 25 points. LaShawn McCoy for 23 points. Melvin Gordon, 13 points. Marvin Jones, 32 points.
Jeez.
Kyle Rudolph, 13 points. Blunt, 22 points. And the Vikings defense, 25 points.
Ooh.
Ben Roethlisberger got me 6 points. Kelvin Benjamin got me 0 thanks to your Vikings defense.
Yeah. Yeah, I had Kelvin Benjamin in a couple of mine too.
I started the Dolphins defense, and that turned out to be a stupid idea because who the hell thought Cody Kessler and Terrell Pryor were going to torch the Dolphins defense?
Yeah, I don't know. But I played the Smallville Crows, which is MT Haxton on Twitch. I don't know if he's out there tonight, but he beat me by 3 points.
Hey, he did?
3
Attaboy.
points. Yeah, good for you, but you son of a biscuit. I had I left 61 points on my bench, but then I don't feel so bad because he left 89 points on his bench. That's crazy.
Oh, he had Hyde on his bench and Demarius Thomas, Matt Stafford, and Dak Prescott.
Yeah, well, those are two quarterbacks,
Yeah,
so
you
that's
can't
not
play
that
both
bad. I mean, that yeah. Although Derek Carr only hit 11, but I mean, yeah, you can't really count quarterback points on your bench. I don't think. I don't even have a backup quarterback apparently. Wait. Oh, I just picked one up because Rodgers is on bye.
Yeah, don't forget, people. It's the start of
Bye
bye
weeks
week.
are starting, so make sure your business is up to business.
Yeah. Man, I
By
don't
the
even,
way, maybe we should get back into these games.
I was just starting to think that we hadn't talked about the games in a while.
Oh,
started
but
talking
we
about
were
fantasy.
kind of. We talked about the Browns versus the Browns got beat by the Dolphins 30-24, and it was a crazy game. You already talked about prior. We already talked about the Dolphins defense getting troundled.
True.
So I don't
They
think
were
we can.
switching from quarterback.
Terrell Pryor had
Pryor
some
would play a
craziness.
few times, then Kessler would come in. Kessler looks pretty good for a rookie. He didn't turn it over. Although he didn't throw an interception.
Yeah.
Anyway.
By the way, as we said last week, 4 rookie quarterbacks started in these games, and they threw a total of 4 touchdowns. Who was it? Wentz threw 2,
Dak threw 1.
and then Brissett. Did Brissett throw 1, or was it Kessler that threw 1?
He threw. Brissett threw 1.
So yeah, 4. Fun fact: Game of the week: Minnesota Vikings 22, Carolina Panthers 10.
Yeah, way to make Cam Newton look like nothing.
We made him look foolish. So yeah.
I think it's no
it
longer.
was
I think it's no longer. What's
awesome.
wrong with this quarterback? What's wrong with this offensive line? I think it's.
I think it's Vikings defense is pretty dang good.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's like, what's wrong with Aaron Rodgers? He just doesn't look like Aaron Rodgers. What's wrong with him? And
My
then,
God, I
and
heard
then,
that so much.
yeah, and then you were saying that you were watching the Packers game, or watching Red Zone with the Packers game, and they were saying, "Oh, look at that! Nothing wrong with Rodgers. Nothing wrong here." I'm
Yeah,
like,
well, it was just like you were asking what was wrong with Aaron Rodgers last week. He's telling you there's nothing wrong with me now.
well, that's just because he ran into a freight train that is the
Yeah, he went from
Vikings
playing
defense.
the Vikings defense to playing the Lions.
Yeah, exactly. And the Lions, I mean, I don't know how many points that they've given up this year, but it's been an edge amount.
It is literally the continuation of last season for the Lions.
Yeah, right. And then, yeah, so we've shut down Mariota, whatever. I mean, he had high hopes going into the season.
I wouldn't pride yourself on the Titans.
No, I said what? That's why I said
But yeah.
whatever. And then we shut down Aaron Rodgers,
But
money.
that one you should pride yourself on.
And then we shut down
And
the
then
reigning
that one.
NFC champion,
Yeah.
like Cam Newton. I mean,
Oh man, my leg looks dainty.
that's because you are a wee man. Wee. Fragile like a
at that.
porcelain doll. Well, it's weird. I kind of feel like it's weird that you have your legs crossed like that. Anyway.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back. I'm just gonna go back to sitting like this.
Let your nits breathe. So, also, we had a total of 8 sacks in this game. 3 interceptions. One of those sacks, by the way, was a safety for 2 points, and it was the first safety that we've had for since like 93 or something, or 94. For those of you at home, Nick has just cut a fart. And he thinks it's the most hilarious thing that's ever happened. That's why I don't know if you can pick him up laughing hysterically off camera or off mic, but that is what's happening right now. just so everyone's caught up. So the result of this game is that yet another Viking got NFC Player of the Week accolades. Everson Griffin got the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. So that's 3 weeks in a row that we've either had an offensive or defensive player of the week.
I picked up
pretty good.
Linval Joseph in my NFL league.
I picked up Everson Griffin.
I saw that. I didn't know Everson Griffin was even available.
He's still out there. I picked him up.
I would have picked him up if. Wait, maybe he was.
Come
Maybe I had a choice between him and Linval, and I chose
He did.
Linval.
He was further down the list, but like he's a solid pick too, because he's just a freaking road grader in the middle.
Yeah, I needed someone because Fletcher Cox is on bye.
I needed someone because all of my defensive players suck donkeys. They just suck. I cannot pick defensive players, apparently.
I'm glad I drafted Marcus Peters.
Yeah, that was a good pickup.
Dude, you know what? I'll just wait. I'll wait until the Chiefs game.
Okay. So we're moving on. We play Monday Night Football, and no one believed they'd win this game. I had faith, and it happened. It was crazy, but I actually do think they started jumping in the power rankings, which I kind of don't like. I'd rather be under the radar. I'd rather be an under the radar team. But I don't know. It was kind of a statement game, which I thought the beginning of the season was going to be pretty tough, but we're playing through it, even with injuries. Alex Boone went out of the game at one point. He's fine.
Oh, okay.
He's fine.
You guys lost someone for the season, I thought. Or was that last week?
Well, we lost Matt Khalil for the season, our left tackle, but I don't know if we discussed that or not on the podcast. Yeah, Alex Boone left with a hip injury, but he's okay to play. But yeah, I don't know. Looking forward to the next game. We're pulling through. We're resilient, but I think a lot of that has to do with Mike Zimmer's coaching style, and I don't know, man. He's looking like a pretty good candidate for Coach of the Year at this point. Still early.
I got you.
But then again, everyone's ranting and raving about Bill Belichick too, winning with his slew of quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Apparently their defense is looking good too.
They just know how to put a team together, man.
They do. They always do. I would like to see them head to head with the Vikings right now. I think that'd be a really good game.
Right now, or when Tom Brady gets back?
Right now. Like they mowed through their first 3 games. I would like to see how they would do against us.
I want to see the Eagles and Vikings right now.
Yeah, that would be good. I would think that
two strong defenses,
but I don't think Wentz would be able to handle it very well. He's too young. I think he's too young.
He made the Steelers defense look like chumps.
Yeah, that's true, but I don't know. Zimmer's a hell of a defensive mind. He's crazy. It's crazy, man. Freaking crazy. Anyway, let's go on to the next game, shall we? I mean, the rest of them are pretty much who cares, but I mean, we'll continue on.
Anybody got any fantasy questions? Just think about them when we're going.
Talk amongst yourselves. Rams 37, Buccaneers 32. Some sort of weird shootout between the Rams and the Buccaneers.
I was watching this game and I kept thinking to myself, I was like, who the hell? What is this Rams team? Like what?
This is they've done a 2-game winning streak.
Yeah.
You don't know which Buccaneers team is going to show up. Are they the team that's going to score 30-some points on you, or are they the team that's going to score 17 points?
And turn it over 5 times.
Yeah, Charles Sims is either. I mean, he's great. Jameis Winston throws 1 million yards. I mean, it's just I don't get it.
Yeah.
They just can't. They're not. Well, they're just not a consistent team.
Mike Evans is good.
Mike Evans is hella consistent. I think he's actually leading in fantasy points right now, and as far as wide receivers go.
I drafted him.
Marvin Jones is. Marvin Jones is, and he's second. I mean, I just looked at a Yahoo league and found that it's probably different in other leagues depending on how your scoring goes. Do you have any other things to this? I mean, it's just a weird game. I don't really know how to. I don't really know what to say about it.
Todd Gurley finally got a touchdown.
He got 20 points. Yeah. So that's that's pretty good. Oh, by the way, the Vikings game, I also wanted to mention, which is crazy, 0 catches for Kelvin Benjamin and 0 catches for Devin Funchess.
Yeah. Took
both of their leading wide receivers out of the game. And it's the first 3-0 start since 2009. Sorry. Seattle Seahawks at 37. The 49ers and the San Francisco, they had 18 points.
Yeah, just move on. This game was bad.
Yeah, and then Trevor Boykin finished the game because Russell got hoiked.
So apparently the plan was for Russell Wilson to always leave the game when they were up this high.
Yeah, but he's got a sprained MCL, but he's expected to play next week. Are you all right over there? Is there going to be a hole in my You know that I sit there regularly, so I'd appreciate there not to be a hole burned through the couch.
Well,
hey, thanks, bro. I will have fun. I mean, if I don't die, then I'll have a great time. My brother's mentioned telling me good luck at the race this weekend, at the 5K that I was mentioning earlier. So yeah, I will have fun regardless.
Yeah.
But I might die.
You gonna go see your brick?
Oh yeah, I'm totally gonna go see the brick. I'm gonna take a picture of it. Probably gonna teabag it. Well, the problem is either my mom or my dad is gonna have to take that picture.
Well, your mom, your dad's got a teabag it too.
That's true. It's a double teabag. Double T.
Yeah, there's nowhere else to go.
No way.
Oh man.
Yeah, just move on from that one. Jets got trounced by the Kansas City Chiefs 24-3.
Here's a question for you. How many interceptions do you have to throw to get benched in a game?
9. He threw 8, so I'm assuming
He threw
9.
6.
Oh.
He threw 6
7?
interceptions. Why wouldn't you get benched after your 4th?
I don't know, man.
Oh man,
I don't know. Some people get benched after their first.
Yeah.
Well, running backs get benched after their first fumble. Some of them, and then they just never play.
I mean, sure, a lot of the credit should go to the Kansas City defense. Their D-backs are great. Marcus Peters had 2 interceptions in this game. He's great. But I mean, 6?
Fitzmagic. What the F happened?
I don't think he cares. He got his money. He's there for a year. He knows he's not their quarterback of the future.
Well, they made that. It felt like they were making that abundantly clear when they were being all.
And yeah, they drafted Hackenberg.
They're being all douchey to him. Yeah, but Hackenberg isn't doing jack.
Well, no.
Whoa!
Excuse me.
You alarmed William,
Sorry, Bill.
the cat.
Billy boy.
The cat is just Bill. The cat, by the way, is just hanging out during this podcast. Holy jeez, Louise! That's number 2.
All right.
Gesundheit.
Agree or disagree? Marcus Peters is the best corner in the NFL.
That's arguable. What is your problem?
Holy crap! I don't know, man.
You drink too much?
No, I don't.
Sometimes when my dad drinks too much, he sneezes uncontrollably.
No, I told you, man. I think I've got allergies against something.
Is it the cats?
No, I don't think so. I usually get allergies. I used to have allergies when I against cats when I was a kid, but then we had cats for like 10 years, and now it doesn't issue.
So,
Excuse me.
Marcus Peters is definitely up there. I would still put Josh Norman up there. No, I wouldn't. Well, I would. He's pretty good, but yeah, you know what? Yeah, Marcus Peters number 1. Number 1 super cool.
I'd say it could be close with maybe Patrick Peterson and Josh Norman.
A lot is to be said for people avoiding the person too. Like if you don't get thrown to a lot, then you don't get a lot of stats. But so in that respect, Patrick Peterson would be up there. But Josh Norman just got torched for 120, and he was on ODBJ all
listeners, Juice Nation. Let us know who you guys think is the best defensive back, the best cornerback in the NFL.
Make tweet at us.
Yeah. Tweet or Facebook. Whatever.
Also, if you thought of a better wide receiver duo that we were mentioning earlier, go ahead and make tweet on that as well.
Do it.
Make all of those tweet, and we'll mention it next week. Chargers 22, Colts 26. You know, this is a game.
I don't have anything to say about this game.
I was trying to come up with something. T.Y. Hilton had 174 yards on 8 receptions and a touchdown.
Yeah,
and that's
a good game.
Yeah, and he hasn't really done much, so that was saying something for fantasy people.
What do you feel about Frank Gore for fantasy? I have him on my bench. I'm hesitant to start him because he's kind of old.
I haven't seen what he's done. I mean, I know he had that one sweet, what was it, week 1 maybe? Where he had a sweet, sideline run in and he jumped in the end zone.
Yeah, I think it was last week.
That was pretty sweet. But I haven't even seen his numbers at all.
He's got Robert Turman as competition. I know. I like Robert Turbin.
Oh, by the way, speaking of which, I forgot to
They
mention
can't play in the first half. So Andy Hawk just said just typical Colts with the with last minute win because they can't play in the first half. The Colts since they got Andrew Luck have always been a second half team.
this. Yeah.
Is it Chuck Pagano?
Um.
I think Pagano gets fired this year if they don't make the playoffs.
Well, it's not looking very good. They're 1-2.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry, you were saying something.
Seattle just picked up C.J. Spiller.
Yeah.
I mean, that was kind of didn't have anything to do with it, but you were talking about Robert Turbin and it reminded me of it.
Proyce or
Procise?
He broke his hand. Thomas Rawls has that knee bruise or shin bruise or something, but apparently it might be worse.
Might be worse than I thought. I mean, that's what I'm picking up, considering they were. And people were like, "Ooh, is that a game changer?" I'm like, "No, it's freaking C.J. Spiller."
Yeah.
I mean, there's a reason why he's not on a team. There's a reason why everyone's not on a team.
Even with Thomas Rawls being healthy, even with him being healthy, he doesn't look good this season. Like Kristen Michael looks like the better running back.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Do you think they miss Marshawn Lynch? Or do you think
Yeah. What? Oh, okay. So, Frank Gore, 6 points week 1, 11 points week 2, 14 points this last game.
Oh,
That's pretty good numbers, actually.
Yeah.
It's pretty solid.
he's playing against Jacksonville this week.
Solid, like running back 2 numbers. You know, like if you need an or even maybe a flex spot. Not bad.
Yeah, they play Jacksonville this weekend.
Oh, well then even better. And then they play Chicago. Then they play Houston without J.J. Watt.
Yeah,
Then they play Tennessee.
yeah. J.J. Watt going down for the season. It's got a sting.
And then they play Kansas City, which could be pretty stout. I don't know how their run defense is, though. And then they play Green Bay, whose run defense is very good. Tennessee again. Oh, you know what? He might not be a bad pickup if he can stay healthy, which there's always a threat when he's older, but he'd be a pretty good pickup. Gore,
Oh yeah.
the person we've been talking about this whole time. Moving on. Pittsburgh Steelers 3, Philadelphia Eagles killed them with 34.
Yeah.
Just made complete murders on them.
Yeah. It didn't make any sense.
No, it made absolutely no sense. I mean, I realize that the Eagles have been playing well, but that's freaking ridiculous. Jim Schwartz's defensive scheme killed Big Bennerfers. And the Pittsburgh wide receivers have been quite underwhelming. We are blowing up.
Yeah. Don't worry about it. It's a Yahoo fantasy thing.
Oh, jeez. Criminally.
Yeah. So the Eagles each week are starting to look just better and better, like a more complete team each week. Hardly a little, like I didn't see any errors this past week. Like they don't turn the ball over. Their defense is getting it done. Carson Wentz looks good.
I don't know, though. I still am not sold on Carson Wentz.
Their wide receivers drop all the time.
It just seems like something's just like, I don't know, like beginner's luck or something. Oh, like I just have this feeling that at some point here he's just gonna get throttled. Like he's gonna have a game where it's just gonna fall apart.
I hope so. You think he's gonna have a Nick Foles moment?
Well, I don't know.
Kind of happened with Nick Foles.
Yeah. But I don't know. It just seems like crazy that all of a sudden we didn't really see him much in preseason and all of a sudden he's like one of fantasy wise he's like one of the best quarterbacks in the league.
Yeah,
Which makes absolutely no sense to me.
they play the Lions, I believe, when they get back from their bye week, so it's not going to change anytime soon.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I mean, good for them for now, you know. And, you know, it's just crazy. The thing that just blows me away is just how they just completely shut down Big Ben. Which I mean says it's got to be a testament to their defense and like I said, Jim Schwartz's defense.
Fantasy points, Jesse.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. What did the Eagles defense score? I didn't hear about that. They had to score pretty dang good.
Each week they've gotten like 15 to 20 points at least.
I'm gonna look it up quick because I'm actually really.
What was the next game? I can talk about that a little if you want.
No one wants to hear you say anything about that.
Fine.
Just kidding. The next game is the Bears Cowboys game. Yeah, go ahead. Go crazy. Big Cowboys 31, Chicago Bears 17. Go ahead.
So I couldn't watch the first half of this game because I had a softball game.
Oh, I see how it is. Apparently you don't like football or your team.
Well, that's not it.
Well, I mean, you didn't watch the game, so.
Dak had his first touchdown catch. Des Bryant went out with an injury. Then Cole Beasley went out with an injury. But then they both came back and looked fine. And then we find out today that Des Bryant has a hairline fracture in his knee.
Yeah,
He was
1 to
also
3 weeks.
fined.
Typically.
He was also fined by the Dallas Cowboys because yesterday he skipped an MRI, a scheduled MRI. And
You can get fined for that?
yeah.
Huh.
And I think he skipped a team meeting too.
There's a D-bag player that you guys had. I'm not going to name his name because I don't want to give him any credit. You can look it up on your own, Juice Nation.
Did he
Some
just
of you
get
probably
arrested?
know. And he just got arrested again for illegal substance. And
He let the cops search him.
so he's out indefinitely. He wasn't going to get signed by any team anyway, but now he's just out of the NFL forever.
He had a bag of coke in his wallet, and he let the cops search him.
That sounds irresponsible. to
Did
say
he
the
have
least.
like a?
I didn't read up on it. I just saw it and I'm like, what an idiot. And that was it. Because I didn't care to read any more about it.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Nick. There's more to be said. I know you want to say more.
I thought you were gonna say what Philly got.
I have it, but if
Go
you
for
want-
it.
Okay. Philadelphia so far, week 1 against Cleveland, 12 points. Against Chicago, 12 points. And against Pittsburgh, they got 16 points.
Oh,
So it wasn't that bad.
No.
The league leading fantasy defensive
Vikings.
point leaders are the Vikings. And it's actually, they have 60 points defensively, and Eagles, who are number 2 actually, have 40. So they're
Oh.
up by
jeez.
20. They're averaging 20 points a game.
All
Or
right, so
20
Cowboys Bears.
points defense a game.
Yeah.
League.
Zeke Elliott got the ball like 21 times, rushed for 140 yards.
I thought it looked pretty decent.
Yeah.
140 yards is nothing. Blink an eye. How did he score?
No, he didn't get a touchdown.
Really? I thought
Really?
Alfred Morris.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Morris vultured. Dak ran one in. Dak threw one. Excuse me.
His first.
Yeah.
It does, Bryant.
Dan Bailey missed a field goal.
Yeah, I saw that. I actually saw that.
I was bummed, man.
Yeah, I was like, oh, that was rare. Oh, by the way, in my league, that's the neighborhood, my friends around the neighborhood, Dan Bailey was just sitting out there. Picked him up.
What? It's a good pickup.
Picked him up. Although he was not the highest one that I could have gotten. It was Dustin Hopkins from Washington. He was
Yeah.
highest. He was only like...
he kicked an F load.
But yeah, he got 19 points last, and he had 41 total. So here he had a half in his. So I picked up Dan Bailey.
Yeah, that's wise. Dak Prescott looks good, but one thing I want to rant about a little bit is that people keep coming up to me, and I read an article about it on Bleacher Report. It was like, is Dak Prescott too good to bench for Romo? And I think not. I don't think you bench Romo and keep Dak. I think when Romo is healthy, you play Romo, because one thing Romo can do that Dak can't is, right now anyway, is throw touchdown passes. Dak can't. They don't. And I'm guessing that they've just restricted the playbook so much that he can't throw the deep ball,
Which will get better.
Which is something that the Eagles have not done with Carson Wentz. Like if you look, they did that the first couple games, but now he's pretty much just allowed to use all of the playbook.
Yeah, but also I think that Wentz overall has been like, you're going to start. And then when Bradford got traded, it was official, but it was pretty much going to be like, Wentz, you're going to start. So they were just like preparing him for that. Whereas Dak was like, well, we don't have to open everything up to right away. We can bring him along slower because we have Romo and blah, blah, blah. And all of a sudden Romo gets down and they're like, what, you got to do everything now. Even though I know we haven't had you going balls to the wall in practice and stuff. So probably he didn't, have it all under his belt right away. My theory.
Yeah, but I think you still start Tony Romo when he comes back. Obviously, if Romo plays poorly for a few games.
I don't think you can take that risk. What you do, I think in the NFL, and I'm not trying to get your goat or anything, if you, I'm not saying this is the same thing at all, But if you roll with the hot hand, that's what people do in the NFL. They roll with a hot hand. It's exactly how Drew Bledsoe lost his job to Tom Brady.
And Tony Romo.
What?
Drew Bledsoe.
Oh, yeah. Poor Drew. Anyway, like what happened is someone came in who's younger, and they meshed with the offense, and they killed it, and they were winning games. And then they looked at what they had in the other one, and they're like, well, you know what, it's not worth it. We'll bring in another person, and just kind of send them on the way. Happy trails.
Wrong.
Well, I can't. You're too impartial, or you're not impartial at all.
Correct.
So you can't. I think you're too vested. You just described how you have a gnome at home that has gotten to 5 states with you called Tony Nomo.
Yes.
Which
you'll
right
show
there.
him some effing respect.
I will not.
You will, sir, and you will like it.
I will give him the same amount of respect that I give to this here remote control. Or this here glass. I mean, I'm not gonna break it because I'm gonna use it, but that doesn't mean I could just throw it in the trash tomorrow. Nothing against you. It's just I don't have to show him any respect. He's not my gnome.
I got you. Next game.
Spent too much time on the gnome there.
Yep.
Anyway, all I'm saying is you also, even though you love Romo, and he's done good for you, I agree with that. You should want what's best for your team, and if he comes back and you're like, what, 9-1, 8-1, 7-1.
Yeah.
Whenever he comes back,
6-1.
Whatever week it is he comes back, you should be like, maybe they should just stick with what they got going on and not try to mess with anything.
We'll see. I don't think we'll be 6-1, but we'll see.
Don't count it out. I mean, you're not going to play the Vikings till week 13, so you're definitely going to have a chance. Squibbles. Oh boy. Falcons 45, Saints 32. This
Saints
is
are bad.
another blowout.
The Saints defense is terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the opening drive for the Saints,
Yep.
their defense stopped the Falcons, and then the Falcons punted, and then they recovered the ball, and then at that point, the game was over.
Yeah, you know what? It was kind of funny because that's exactly what happened in like the Texans Patriots game. They fumbled the ball like crazy in that game, like punt returns. It was nuts. It was crazy. Did we talk about Jacksonville at all? Did we skip that game?
I think we also skipped the Broncos-Bengals game.
We did. Oh, I skipped a whole row of games.
Oh God, we gotta buzz through them fast, man.
Yeah, because it's already an hour and 3 minutes.
Yeah, and we've got some. Let's just ignore the rest of the games. Whatever.
Well, there's a couple of things I want to say.
Oh, of course there is.
The Jaguars. This is fun. No, they lost. Okay, and their next game is in London against Indianapolis.
Yeah.
So, in the past 2 seasons, a coach has lost his job after an overseas loss. It was Dennis Allen with Oakland and Joe Philbin in Miami. So this could possibly be another.
We could see
3 in a row.
We
come
could
back
see
from
one
London
of these
without
two coaches.
their job.
One of these two coaches could come back without their job.
Without their job. It would most likely be Jacksonville's coach if they lost.
You think it'd be Gus Bradley?
Yeah,
Over Chuck Pagano?
probably. They'd be 0-4.
Is Jacksonville 0-3 now?
Yeah, they'd be 0-4. That's exactly what.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, it would be Gus Bradley.
Yeah.
I feel like the Colts are in the same situation as they are with Jason Garrett, where they've got a yes man and Pagano will do whatever they want. And
Yeah, I agree with that. Packers 34, Lions 27. The return of Aaron Rodgers. Oh man, he came back full force. Okay, Broncos 29. Bengals.
yeah,
Go ahead.
don't let that score fool you. This game was never really even close.
No, it wasn't. I mean, Marvin Jones, like we already said, had 205 yards, but they started to come sort of come back at the end, but it was never. It was in
never gonna
control
happen.
by the Packers the whole game. They won.
They were just playing with their food.
Yep, that's what happens. Broncos 29, Bengals 17.
Trevor Simeon's looking good.
He's looking dang good, and the Bengals are floundering or something. They just can't do it. I think their secondary might not be so hot. Anyway, so that's that. That's all the games.
Hey, Jesse.
Yeah. Hey,
How's it going?
pretty good. How you doing?
It's all right.
Oh, here's something weird. Did you know that Austin Seferian-Jenkins was cut by the Tampa Bay?
Yeah.
And he got picked up by the Jets. I didn't even know he got cut.
Yeah, he got arrested for a second DUI.
Oh, what a ding-dong.
So they caught him.
What a ding-a-ling.
All right. I want to talk about some fantasy and some questions and stuff that we got.
Do you want to, we should do this quick. I want to go through a list of, injuries quick from the games. Right? Because I don't think we talked about all of them. Watt got sent to IR. He's likely done for the season, which is huge.
Yeah.
Wilson sprained MCL, expected to play. Jeremy Langford sprained his ankle, out 4 to 6 weeks for the Bears. That's not good because they already weren't doing very well. Talked about Dez. Manti Te'o tore his Achilles, and that's season-ending. He has got to have season-ending surgery, and he was the leading tackler for the already injury-plagued Chargers. So,
yeah, they've had two players now go down with Achilles injuries.
Yeah. Shane Vereen is on IR now with a torn triceps. They hope he can come back. D'Angelo Hall tore his ACL. He's out and possibly done for his career, right?
It's his second ACL, isn't it?
You'd think he'd be. I mean, he's pretty old. He already moved to safety, so there's a possibility that we've seen the last of D'Angelo Hall. Pretty good career overall. He's kind of a dirt bag.
Whatever. He plays for the Redskins, so.
Well, I mean, he didn't always. Made it big with the Falcons. Alex Boone, hip injury, okay to play Monday Night Football. Okay, we did it. Go ahead.
All right. So Emily tweeted at us. Hey, Pro Football Juice. A guy wants to trade me for either Devontae Freeman or Kristen Michael. This is what he has to trade. Thoughts? Basically, she wants to...
So I already talked to her about this one a little bit. The guy has Jack, and she doesn't need anybody that he has. This guy's team, by the way, is garbage.
I'm looking at it right now.
It's garbage. The only two people that she should go for that I saw were Allen Robinson or ODBJ, and she already has a plethora, like almost too many. Like you get that problem where you have too many of a position where you like are just struggling to put someone in, you know. Of wide receiver, she has that problem in wide receivers. So there's absolutely nothing that guy can offer her that she would need.
Maybe Travis Kelce.
I saw that, because she has Gary Barnidge, but you're not going to trade.
Kristen Michael for Kristen.
She needs those running backs.
But if you do Travis Kelce and like hell, dude, Travis Kelce and maybe like. You could try to convince him to do Jamal Charles or something because he still hasn't played.
Maybe, but I think she just needs those running backs more than
or that rookie running back. What is it? His last name's Howard. It's like Jared Howard.
Oh, Jordan Howard, Chicago.
Howard.
Still, I don't know. I don't
right,
think it's worth it.
This guy's team is garbage.
It is garbage. It's complete garbage.
Goodness. Okay.
There is some value there for Travis Kelce and other things, but
I would only do Travis Kelce if you can get a package deal. Like if you can get Travis Kelce and then like someone that you might use, then maybe do it. But
I just think she needs the running backs more than she needs Travis Kelce.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's kind of hard to describe to people who are listening to this without seeing the lineups and stuff.
Jeff,
just trust this when I say it's garbage.
At us.
Oh yeah.
Kelce versus Pittsburgh or Rudolph versus the Giants.
I would say Rudolph, just because they have the Giants have a somewhat decent secondary. I think Prince of Malcolm
I would say Rudolph too,
but because him and Bradford have been clicking. That's one thing.
He's gotten a touchdown in each game he's played with Bradford.
Yeah, that and if Stephon Diggs gets bottled up with them focusing on their secondary on him, then he's going to be wide open underneath.
The Giants let Jason Witten get like 60 yards week 1. Their defense is banged up. They
Yeah.
lost one of their They like Cromartie's injured.
Yeah.
Eli Apple's injured.
Yeah, that's right. He did get injured. I don't know if is he playing though.
I don't know yet. I haven't heard.
I can't remember. I don't know if they determined it yet. But
I would play
but
Rudolph. Both are good
is
choices.
Yeah, but
both
Rudolph's
are very
pretty
good
hot
picks.
right now. Who was the other one?
Travis Kelce
Oh,
versus Pittsburgh's defense. I don't remember. I guess man, either one. I think you're fine either one.
yeah, but that is a tough choice. I think my bias is pointing me towards Rudolph.
Kelsey's also just too good to not play.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, Rudolph's been so hot.
I go Kyle Rudolph just because of Sam Bradford, and I think the defense that they're playing, and I think Pittsburgh's gonna play differently. It's Pittsburgh and the Chiefs. I feel like those games are always really kind of tough.
That, and I think Pittsburgh is going to go out there with a chip on his shoulder from getting trounced last weekend. I would say Kyle Rudolph.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
That's
We will
tough.
see.
That's tough.
That
I
is
think
tough.
either way, you're gonna get. I think they're.
Yeah,
gonna
man,
get the
you
same
came
amount
up.
of points.
You got some pretty dang good tight ends in that draft. Of course, Kyle Rudolph is good, and nobody thought he was going to be good. So,
We got this next question comes from Dan. He's a Facebook guy. He asked on actually something that I shared about Des Bryant with the
Dan, the
hairline
Facebook
fracture.
guy.
And I already answered his question, but we can go in a little bit more depth. He said, so does Cole Beasley get more catches or more coverage with Des Bryant going out? So if Des Bryant's forced to miss any time,
Both.
Cole Beasley, usually automatically people start covering Jason Witten more because Jason Witten's, he catches pretty much everything.
Yeah.
I expect them to actually just stack the box more and do just single coverage on Terrence Williams, Bryce Butler, Cole Beasley, Jason Witten, because I think now that we have a good running back,
Yeah.
I think they're gonna put 8 in the box.
I could see that.
So I don't think you get more coverage. I think you still get single coverage, but they're just going to stack the box. Like I think Ezekiel Elliott's numbers. I don't know. I think they're going to go down a little.
Yeah, I
hope
could
not.
see that.
I really hope not, but we'll find out.
Well,
This is how we're going to find out. I think this is how we're going to find out if Dak Prescott's a good enough player. Is if Dez isn't there. So I read a stat today that of the 30 snaps that Dez Bryant did not participate, was not on the field for, 28 of them were rushes. So I think
That's
this
interesting.
week, because you put Dez Bryant on there, even if he's not getting the ball, you're still putting your best corner or 2 cornerbacks on this on one player. I just think it's going to be. I think we're going to see if he doesn't play, it's a good chance we see a different Dak Prescott or a different Cowboys this season.
you know how I like to see different kinds of Dak.
Yeah.
Do you have any other questions there, Chieftain? I can't remember. I feel like there's more.
Yeah. So Jeremy then asks. So with
He had
Dez
a tight
Bryant-
end question, didn't he, or something?
So he said he has Eifert, and then this was on Sunday.
Yeah, but we need to answer it.
Yeah, I'll find it. But right now he said with Des Bryant going out, basically, is there any other wide receivers that he should pick up?
Oh golly, let's go look, shall we?
I'm looking right now.
I already had it up from before. Available. Jamison Crowder has been pretty hot. Eddie Royal. He also returns kicks.
None of these guys look like I've won on my team.
I mean, they're not valid, but if you have absolutely no one else,
Jeremy, I think I got an F-load of wide receivers. Let's make something happen.
Hearns is still out there. He might surprise you. No, but there's really nobody
Steve
out there.
Smith Sr., maybe.
Devontae Parker's,
You said Seth Roberts. Seth Roberts is out there.
yeah. Sammy Coates has been getting targets. Even Chris Hogan's been getting targets for New Orleans.
This may sound this is kind of risky, but John Brown.
You might think I'm crazy.
John Brown for the Cardinals. Michael Floyd, he was cleared from concussion protocol, but that it's just you can't tell with how Carson Palmer's playing, and they spread that ball around so much.
One person you might want to take a little bit of a no, never mind.
You have Terrell Pryor, right? He's not available.
He's not out there. I'm looking further down even. Pierre Garçon out there.
I don't know if that'd be a good pick.
He had 6 points last week. 1-7. But that's the thing. That's what you're looking at. You're looking at 6, 7 points. I mean, Brian Quick from LA got a bunch of targets.
Jeremy signed Cole Beasley this evening.
Oh, did he then?
Honestly, that's not a bad pick.
Yeah, it is, but whatever.
I mean,
Just kidding. Just giving you S's and gigs.
Jeremy, you have 3 open bench spots. What are you doing, man?
I don't.
Also, yeah, we have to talk about this just for a second. Why did you trade Emmanuel Sanders and Alshon Jeffrey for LaShawn McCoy? LaShawn McCoy has 1 good game, and you trade him your 2 best wide receiver. You trade Daniel your 2 best wide receivers. What the hell are you thinking, man?
You also traded.
Oh wait, no, Alshon Jeffrey's there.
What? Alshon Jeffrey's where? No, trade accepted. I'm looking at it right now.
Is that Yahoo?
No, I'm looking at the Pro Football Juice one. Why would you look elsewhere?
How come they're still on his team?
Because the Pro Football Juice one, maybe it hasn't gone through yet.
Yeah, it goes through tomorrow.
He also traded Sammy Watkins for Spencer Ware, which
that's okay.
It's okay, but like you gotta know that when Jamal Charles comes back, he's gonna get minimal touches if he comes in strong.
I don't think so.
If he comes in strong. He might poach some goal line work.
Yeah.
But Sammy Watkins, I think the upside for Sammy Watkins, I think, is more than the upside for Spencer Ware.
I think Spencer Ware could be your David Johnson of last year.
Dude, God, no.
What I mean by that is like
ludicrous.
Where like the starting running back going into last season, I think was like Andre Ellington. Originally,
no, yeah, you're right.
Going into last season with Andre
Chris
Ellington.
Johnson.
He didn't do anything, and then Chris Johnson really held his own, and then Chris Johnson got injured, and then that's when David Johnson had to be relied upon. And that's when we saw.
Yeah, but Ware's not going to put David Johnson numbers up.
He's already been running. He's been running well this season. You love David Johnson, and I think it's because of the you and I connection.
I love David Johnson because he's amazing. Look, Spencer Ware got 25 points the first week. Great. That's amazing. That's good numbers. At Houston, 7 points. Last week, 5 points.
Oh, it was only 5
5 points.
Oh.
He would have had more, but there was a goal line or a run that he didn't quite make it into the end zone, so he didn't get a touchdown. He's not doing that good. Charkandrick West is stealing carries from him. Yeah, so, I mean, that's what I'm talking about, dog.
This is going to be a 2-hour podcast.
It's getting that way. We're at 1:18.
Oh, goodness.
So, I want to know what his other tight end question was, because I actually was...
He just wants a better tight end because he's got Eifert and Zach Miller.
Oh, he just picked up... he just picked them up, or Zach Miller up. There's nothing out there. I tell you that right now.
Yeah, I looked earlier.
I looked earlier for myself, and there's nothing out there. Jack Doyle is still out there from Indianapolis, who honestly has been putting up average numbers: 15, 3, and 6.
Honestly, of this list, I'd go with Kobe Fleener.
Kobe Fleener ripped it apart last week.
Yeah, he and Breeze are starting to trust each other.
He's coming up, but he had 0 points the first week, 2 points against the Giants, and then last week had 16. 109 yards and 1 TD. So, I mean, you're not going to get that every year or every time, but he does have Drew Brees on his team. So, that's the thing about Drew Brees, though.
Would it be a jerk of me if I signed Kobe Fleener right now?
No, if you didn't see it and you didn't go for it, then that's not your fault. So, yeah, that's a good pick, actually.
Sorry, Jeremy, I'm signing Kobe Fleener.
So,
you know who's available now, though? Antonio Gates.
Yeah, Antonio Cemetery Gates. Wait a second. Since we're talking about fantasy, why don't we... Do you have any squeezers?
Terrell Pryor.
Is that juice worth the squeeze? You didn't do it that time.
I didn't.
What's your problem?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
You don't like that?
No. I didn't.
You don't like it anymore? You don't like...
I'm going Terrell Pryor. I don't have a whole lot of squeezers because I've just been looking at the waiver wire list. It's just drying up.
Hunter Henry.
But I already added him last week.
Oh, Jordan Howard for Chicago is a good pickup if you can get him. Wendell Smallwood maybe be getting more touches as opposed to Ryan Matthews in Philadelphia. I had Orleans Darkwa, who is actually another...
so the Giants are supposed to be doing a running back by committee, but I do think Darkwa's going to get...
He's going to get more touches,
yeah.
Trevor Siemian, for those of you who need a quarterback on your bye week, I picked him up, actually. Robert Woods.
Tyrell Williams.
Yeah, Tyrell Williams. Robert Woods, since Watkins isn't doing so hotly, Robert Woods is a pretty good pickup wide receiver for Buffalo. That's it. That's all I had. Now it's time for picks, you son of a Blix.
Aha.
So here's time for Say What?
Say what?
Oh, you have got to be kidding me. No.
Pick of the week. Womp, here we go. Womp, here we go.
Yep.
Pro Football Juice back in town. Check its reggae. Let's begin. Oh, it doesn't rhyme.
What?
That's the beginning.
Do you want to go first? Or do you want me?
LA to beat Arizona.
That's I can see that happening.
Yeah, me too. It's kind of weak sauce.
You know what I'm going with?
But I'm going to do it anyway. I know what you're going to go with. I know exactly what you're going to go with.
What am I going with?
You're going to have Buffalo beat New England.
How did you know?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yes.
Holy
Fantastic.
crap.
Divisional game. They beat them last year. It's a good pick.
Yeah.
Yeah, great. I mean, I guess, but actually, right when I said I know what you're going to pick, I immediately looked to see who the Patriots are playing.
Really?
Yeah. When I saw Buffalo, I was like, "Oh, that's it."
I also could have been bold. Like, what if this is the week that the Bucks beat the Broncos?
Yeah. There was a couple of them out there, you know. Atlanta even being Carolina.
Yeah.
I still say I would consider that a Say What pick of the week.
Yeah.
I don't know. So let's get going. Miami versus Cincinnati. This is your Thursday night football game.
Cincinnati, Miami, I think is just bad.
You're right. I also picked Cincinnati. Oh wait, what happened last week?
You had 8. I had 6.
And we both got our Say What picks of the week wrong.
Wrong.
As per usual.
And I picked New Orleans. You picked Atlanta, so I lost anyway.
If I picked Atlanta, I would have won. So
yeah,
I didn't pick Atlanta.
Yeah, you did.
If I picked Atlanta, then I would have got my Say What pick of the week, and I did not.
Whatever.
Let me click the button. I have
it. Doesn't matter.
No,
man.
let me look. I had Detroit beating Green Bay, and you had Cincinnati beating Denver.
Okay.
So, Indianapolis Colts versus the Jacksonville Jaguars. This is your London game. Hello, London.
Hello, London.
Hello, London.
I'm going Jaguars.
I did in our work thing, but I went Indiana this time, Indianapolis, and I actually didn't remember that when I made my pick today. It's actually a tough game. It's kind of a sorry, Indy Hawk. It is kind of a garbage game. They're both like what 0-2 and 1 and 2.
0-3 and 1 and 2.
Yeah. Tennessee versus Houston. Houston coming off a terrible game. It was absolutely terrible.
You know what? I'm going to say Tennessee wins this game.
Well, there you go. I'm going to go Houston. But if they lose this, I have lost complete faith in Houston. Cleveland versus Washington.
Washington.
Me too. Seattle versus the New York Jets. Football.
Seattle.
I also picked Seattle. Buffalo versus New England. This is your Say What of the week. I picked New England. Carolina versus Atlanta.
Carolina.
I have Carolina as well. I think they're going to snap back.
Mm-hmm.
Oakland versus Baltimore.
Oakland.
I have Oakland as well. I think that Baltimore is going to go down this weekend. So Baltimore is 3-0, but nobody really talks about them because their opponents that they've played so far are 1-8.
Wow.
1-8.
Baltimore's really 3-0?
Yeah.
Wow. I didn't even know that.
They're another one of those surprises that hasn't carried over from last year. There's a couple of them out there. Arizona and Baltimore, I think, being the glaring two. But like I said, the combined, they played Cleveland, and they played other people that suck. Detroit versus Chicago.
Ooh.
Divisional.
Yeah, Detroit.
Yeah, I went Detroit too. I think the offense is just going to overpower them.
Chicago's bad.
They're so hurt right now. Their whole team is just decimated.
Yeah.
Denver versus Tampa Bay. I almost
Tampa.
I
But I kind of want to say Tampa. I mean, sorry, Denver, but I kind of want to say Tampa.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say. I said Denver. I feel sorry for Chicago a little bit.
Why?
They don't even have a chance. They're so hurt. It's crazy how bad they're hurt. I mean,
you got to deal with injuries.
Yeah, I mean, what we did, to be honest, we're pretty effing hurt ourselves. LA versus Arizona. This is my statement pick of the week.
I think Arizona bounces back, but I think picking LA is not a bad pick.
Well, thanks, Guy. New Orleans versus San Diego.
Oh, God, I don't even know. New Orleans.
I also picked New Orleans.
It's going to be a shootout, I think.
It might be, but I think San Diego without Manti Te'o in there is just they're going to overpower them with their offense. Dallas versus San Francisco.
Dallas.
I also picked Dallas. Are you going to live tweet this one with your brother?
We're trying to figure out how we're going to watch it.
You should watch it on the television.
Oh, God. That's how we can do it.
Yeah. Well, I'm just here to help. Kansas City versus Pittsburgh. This is your Sunday night football game.
Pittsburgh bounces back huge.
Huge. I said Pitt as well. Sorry, Snowman. New York Giants versus the Minnesota Vikings. Monday night football. The thing about Minnesota is they have one heck of a coach. It's Mike Zimmer. He gets on there. I had Teddy Bridgewater.
Yeah.
I'm going to be very annoyed all game with John Gruden.
Oh, yeah.
Because depending on who's ahead, he's just going to gush.
So you're going for the Giants then?
No, Minnesota.
Oh, me too.
Oh, okay.
This is the first week. This is the first time I picked. Oh wait,
no,
maybe I should
Tennessee.
Pick the Giants.
No, you picked You didn't pick. You picked Tennessee to beat Minnesota first week. There's no way.
I haven't picked Minnesota to beat anybody yet this season.
There's no way.
Because I had them losing against.
That's ridiculous.
Green Bay.
Why did you do that?
I don't know. It seems to work for you. If they lose now, it's my fault.
I don't believe in that. Now you had Minnesota beating Seattle in preseason week 2.
It's preseason. Doesn't count.
So what happened again? It happened. You had Minnesota beating San Diego in preseason week 3, and you had
whatever. That's picks, right?
That is your picks.
Hey, Juice Nation.
Hey.
You guys should visit our Facebook page.
You should.
Pro Football Juice. Do it.
Hey, you should just mosey on over to the old canteen known as profootballjuice.com.
It's pretty special. Jesse spent some time on it. You know what you
spent
could
a little
do?
bit of time on it.
You could also tweet us your personal thoughts, feelings, and overall suggestions.
Anecdotes.
At Pro FB Juice at Twitter. Hashtag Juice Nation.
Juice Nation. Juice Nation.
Juice Nation.
Hashtag
Juice Nation.
You can follow us. You can find us on TuneIn Radio,
Google Play Music.
Nice.
Thanks, buddy.
Stitcher.
Download our podcast at iTunes.
Yeah. God dang it! This is the point of the outro that I feel like I'm forgetting one. But I don't think I am. Twitch! Let's watch us on twitch.tv/footballjuice.com. If you have some free time on a Wednesday night, ain't nobody doing nothing on Wednesday nights. 8:30-ish Central Time. That's when we start our Twitchers. So special thanks to anybody watching us out there on Twitch.
Yeah. Thanks to Arcadian Brewing.
Thanks to Emily,
Brian. Bill, the cat.
Bill the cat, cameo.
Thanks to you, Juice Nation.
Yeah, Juice Nation. Without you, it would just be, it wouldn't be a juice.
True.
It'd only be a nation.
Well, guys, until next time, dude.
Beat me on that.
I know. It's hard to cut you off on that one.
I wasn't even thinking about saying peace.
I know. I figured I'd have to wrap it up at some point. It's a 2-hour-long podcast. Oh, that's not bad.
So it was